When people think of those with tattoos, what immediately comes to mind? For me, it was a big burly bloke covered head to toe. I know, stereotypical, right? Well, I spoke to Hannah Sellman from Leighton Buzzard, and she has a very few little tattoos, which completely breaks my mental image. We spoke about this issue and also touched upon tattoos in the workplace as well. Okay, so Hannah, start off by telling me about what tattoos you do have and where they are and how big they are and things like that.
I've got 3 small tattoos. I've got one on my right ankle, or right leg. They wouldn't do it on my ankle. They're like, oh, I won't do it on your ankle. And then I've got one on my left wrist, which is a heart. And then on my right wrist, I have the infinity sign. The one on my ankle is stars. So the reason I got them was the one on my ankle with the stars, there's 4 stars, represents all my grandparents. So like in memory of them. And I went and got that done with my mum when I turned 18. And then the ones on my wrists, I went and got done with my friends without telling my parents. So that one is for my parents, and one day when, maybe they're not so expensive, I'll get mum and dad written around it. And then the infinity sign on my right wrist, I want to get an anchor drawn on it as well, because they're quite girly tattoos, but I like them.
So. Nice. Lots of people think that when you mention someone with tattoos, you think that they're going to be absolutely covered, but you're not. I didn't know you had any tattoos until you told me, and I spend a few days a week with you, and it's taken me 2 years to notice.
Yeah.
So what's your opinion on that? Do you think that it's a lot more common now for people to get smaller tattoos and less of them?
Yeah, I know quite a lot of people with small wrist tattoos or whatever, because they're easily, you can cover them up with a watch or a hairband or wear long sleeves or whatever, because where I work in a shop, you have to have your tattoos covered, so it's easy just to disguise them with a watch or something. But even if people were covered from head to toe, I see women, men, it doesn't really bother me, and sometimes they can't get jobs because of it, but you're just judging someone, you need to get to know them, you can't just judge them on how they look, you need to know their personality. I'm sure they can do the job just as well as someone that isn't covered in toes. It just doesn't make sense.
So would you say that you wouldn't get a bigger tattoo because of jobs and work, or?
Probably not, but I don't like the bigger tattoos on myself. I don't think I'd get one. I don't know what one I'd get if I was going to go for a bigger one, really. I've always just preferred smaller ones on myself, but on other people, when I see them, I'm like, oh wow, that's amazing. But I just don't think it would look good on me.
No. But just because you don't have any bigger ones, do you think that necessarily means that you're not sort of enthusiastic about tattoos or anything like that?
No, I don't think so. I think it's your personal preference, really. I noticed you have a dream catcher on your left arm, and I've always wanted a dream catcher, but it's just because it's a bigger one and I've never had a bigger one, I'd be apprehensive, because obviously they're quite expensive.
Yeah, mine.
And all that, so.
Mine are all quite big ones, and I've got 4, and they're all quite big ones, and they've all cost me sort of 150 plus.
Yeah.
So they
even
are
the
expensive.
small ones, the two together on my wrist, they were £40.
Yeah.
So just for a tiny bit of ink, it's it costs the earth. And at the minute, there's more important things that I need to pay for, and tattoos kind of have to take a sideline.
Yeah. No, I think that's good. It's good. Well, thank you for talking to us today.
You're welcome.
And we'll hopefully be in contact soon. If you get any more tattoos or anything, let me know.
I will do.